about that. Can you tell us a little bit about what happened in the meeting?
Well, again, it is about continue to focus on how we strengthen our system and how we work cooperatively to support our families and children, and to create the best system of care that our children can have.
Why after this long hearing did they have to do this behind closed doors?
Well, we were discussing some issues that are more confidential information, so consequently, we had this follow-up meeting, but it was, again, I wanted to stress, a very productive meeting, and we look forward to continue to work with our legislators to ensure that we both have the best interests of our children to create the best system of care for our children.
I think that the Corey issue is a very complicated one. Having been a judge for 13 years and having reviewed a lot of Corys, I think that people really do feel that it is necessary to look on an individualized basis at what the charge is, and not just what the Corey says. I mean, for example, as an indecent sexual assault and battery could be a teenager on the steps at the high school patting another student on the bum or something like that, and that's an indecent assault and battery. And when you read the term, it conjures up all kinds of notions. So I think the idea of having the ability to grant waivers after a very thorough review of the circumstances of the offense, the time of the offense, anything that can be learned in the context of how the foster parent or parent is doing at a particular point in time is important.
With the cases that you reviewed personally, the 70 cases in 2012, were any of those cases involving people with criminal records?
I can't answer that one, and it's not that I'm evading you, I just don't know the answer to that yet.
And what are the next steps coming out of this meeting? What are it's going to be focused on?
My sense is that there'll probably be further meetings. There were a number of questions that have been raised, and it was a very ambitious agenda, and I think there are more questions.
Well, the parents have rights, visitations rights, until we terminate parental rights of children. So, many times when those visitations happens, most of the time and the majority of the time are supervised visits, especially if the safety of the child is being compromised. Those visits are supervised, but parents do have the right to visit with the children until the parental rights are terminated. And even after the parental rights have been terminated and there are agreements for those visitations to continue, we work with the court, we work with the child, and this is under policy and federal requirement to mandate to continue to supervise those visits. So the child safety, it's never compromised.
Were you subpoenaed to testify today?
No, sir.
How much personal responsibility do you take for
Thanks.
Jeremiah's?
Come on, guys, let's go. Come on, let's go.